Through my 36 years of training myself and working with others, the thing that I hate the most are injuries. We all get them from time to time. We try and work as hard as we can to not have those injuries, but when you're constantly pushing yourself on the verge of, pushing where you are to where it is that you want to get to, you put yourself in that risk of being exposed to injuries or soreness for longer periods of times. And if you think about the athlete, the last thing the athlete wants to do is sit on the boundary line or sit in the stands and watching their team competing. We need to get back out there. And what it does to your mindset is really, really damaging. It can really set you back. So here are the things that I like to focus on when I have clients that have injuries, or if I've had an injury myself. I've had a few shoulder surgeries and a knee surgery, and you're just forced to stop. So the first thing is you've got to focus on the mindset. So I like to say, don't focus on what you can't do, focus on what it is that you can do. Maybe your body is forcing you to take some time out so that you can work on a bigger plan for yourself. Take a step back and look at why were you injured, what are the things that you could put in place to recover as quickly as possible, get the therapy you need, get the rest that you need, get the nutrition that you need, all of those things so that you can get back to doing what it is that you want to do as quickly as possible. The next thing is to absolutely keep focusing on the therapy that is required to repair you. You've got to do the work. Most people go to a physio or someone like that when they're in pain, and they walk out and they may be given some homework, if you like, to do, and they don't do the work. You've got to do it. When I had my shoulder operations 3 times a day, every day for about 6 months, I had to do that work, and I still do the work even now before I do a training session. The next thing is to make sure that you do focus on highly nutritious food. Think about it. If you're injured, your body's working really hard to recover. So we want to make sure that you're fueling yourself with the right nutrients. It's not an excuse to just have a crash and start living off fast food and that kind of stuff. We want to still be doubling down on that nutrition, making sure we're getting the right supplements, all that kind of stuff, so that we can get the best possible outcome for ourselves. The next one is still getting out and doing what you can in terms of cardio-wise. Now, if that means you can go for a walk, which like in my case, it was my shoulder, I could still go for a slow walk because you can't swing and that kind of stuff because it hurts when you're in a sling. But do what you can. If it means getting on a bike and you're just pushing the pedals around really slowly, it's really important that you see yourself as improving. The next one is about sleep, making sure that you're recovering as much as you can in your sleep. It may mean that you need to adjust your sleeping position. For instance, I used to be a side sleeper. I had to sleep on my back because it wasn't possible for me to sleep on my side. Another one is making sure that you're drinking plenty of water and probably upping your water a little bit. I typically drink about 3 liters of water. During those times of injuries, you want to increase it a bit to help flush out all those toxins. Just focus on your mindset, keep on growing. Use it as a time to grow yourself, learn some other skills, distract yourself from the pain or what it is that you've got going on. If you're in a team and you're a high-level athlete, stay connected with the team and the management team and do the work and find other ways that you can add benefits to everybody else, and don't just think about your injury and what it is that you can't do. Always focus on the future, on what you can do, and you'll be surprised at how quickly you get back there. And also, if you use this time to kind of reflect and think about, all right, well, so what's that next phase for me? That's also a really valuable time. It's important time. You need to be patient with your body. You need to do the work to recover. And if you follow those steps that I've just said, you'll get back to where it is that you want it much faster. See you next time.